Welcome everyone. I have waited about 15 years to see a proper conclusion to one of my favorite cartoon shows. That cartoon show is Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold is a show about a 9-year-old getting by in the 4th grade with his best friend Gerald and other classmates. Helga, a young girl in the same class as Arnold, always messes with him when he tries to see the positive in everything that happens to him, but you know deep inside her heart she loves him to pieces. Arnold goes to PS 118 where anything possible can happen in that class. There's a diverse group of characters that define the different types of groups of students in the same class as Arnold. For instance, you have Rhonda, the popular student, and then you have Curly, the kind of psychotic person you would want to keep your distance from. Arnold always has a way to keep a friendly mentality with everyone. He's the type of person you want to be in life, where you could find almost anything positive in any given situation. Since the show's run, there has been 2 movies. The first movie, titled Hey Arnold the Movie, it settled issues about the neighborhood and how it can be replaced by big, greedy corporation businessmen like Shaq. Obviously, Arnold finds a way to save the neighborhood. Oh, did I mention there was a Hey Arnold the Movie, the video game for the Game Boy Advance? If you guys want to know more about that, I will try to make a video about the first Hey Arnold movie. My focus right now is the second movie, Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie. Before we start, I have to give a disclaimer. Warning, there will be spoilers, so do not watch if you have not seen the video or don't want anything spoiled for yourself. Also, if you like the video, please share it. Share your thoughts and give me any suggestions what you want to see me review next. Hey Arnold the Jungle Movie, here we go. The movie opens up with Arnold dreaming about the journal that his grandparents gave him, way back in season 5 of Hey Arnold in an episode called The Journal. In that episode, Arnold finds a map inside the journal that his parents wrote. In his dream though, in the movie, Arnold flies as a pilot traveling to the island where his parents were last located. He uses the journal to track down his parents, and it leads him to a secret area. He opens the door to only see his parents at the other end of that door, but his parents start to go away from Arnold like a mirage. Arnold, frustrated and confused, starts to feel a hole in his heart. Then he wakes up in a panic to only find out that it was all just a dream. He looks at his desk to see all the memorabilia and collections of pictures of his parents that are still on his desk. He goes down to talk to his grandpa to talk about the same dream he had again. Grandpa could only feel remorse and sorry for Arnold, but he cannot do much at this point. Arnold hurries up to see his best friend outside the stoop, where Gerald is happy that it's the last day of school. Enter Helga and Phoebe coming out of Big Bob's beeper, which is strange to think that he would still be selling beepers after all these years, now that cell phones are popular in the market. Helga goes on to school, and before you know it, she and Arnold bump into each other. Helga tries to play it off, but of course she makes a scene, so Arnold gives Helga the gesture like "you can pass," which is actually an homage to the Hey Arnold TV intro, which I thought was really cool. Everyone goes to school and Mr. Simmons is there talking about it being the last day of school. He then mentions a contest to win a free trip to San Lorenzo, but they would need to make a good humanitarian video, a video where they could show them doing good deeds for the community. Arnold and Gerald put 2 and 2 together and understood that the prize would help Arnold get a chance to find out what happened to his parents so many years ago, since San Lorenzo was the last place his parents was located at. There's one catch though. Mr. Simmons announces that there is 1 week to get this humanitarian video completed. After the bell, Arnold and Gerald try to find a way to help someone. So they thought to help out Monkey Man and build him a small house, but that gets destroyed. Arnold gets depressed, bumps into Helga again. Then Helga feels bad, tries to open up to him, and talks about his feelings. Arnold tells Helga that his pig needs to go to the bathroom. Then Helga does what she usually does and talks to the locket with the picture of Arnold on it. Helga comes up with an idea to help Arnold with his humanitarian video. She goes to her secret shrine. Underneath that shrine there's a secret room where she hides a lot of tapes of Arnold. Talk about creepy. She calls Phoebe to come help her out. This is where I realized that Helga has been recording Arnold throughout the show. Remember that episode where Arnold and Grandma were setting free the turtle from the museum? Well, Helga recorded that. So Helga confronts Gerald and needs his help to edit the videos to complete the humanitarian video for Arnold. Gerald is like, where the hell did you get all these videos from? Helga doesn't know how to react. Gerald and Phoebe start laughing because they know she likes Arnold. Gerald says he will help, but he needs Helga to gather the rest of the classmates to help with the project. They shake on it, Then they get to work. Arnold comes back home and Grandpa says to go upstairs, where he finds his classmates making him a surprise. Then they show him the movie that they compiled up together. Mr. Simmons tells Arnold and his grandparents that they won the trip to San Lorenzo. Arnold's grandparents already knew that the real reason why Arnold wanted to take this trip was to see his parents. Arnold's on the news and someone is laughing in the background, tracing the football-headed kid. This is going to be crucial to the plot. Grandpa comes to Arnold's room and tells him about the dangers his parents went through. Arnold's parents were adventurers in San Lorenzo. They faced against the evil treasure hunter La Sombra. And for the first time ever, we get to see Arnold's last name. It kind of reminds me of the time when we got to see what Mario's last name was in the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's just a little exciting moment for me. Grandpa doesn't want Arnold to get in the same trouble like his parents did and warns him about the expedition. So Arnold asks if he can at least look for his parents' best friend named Eduardo. Grandpa agrees. The next day, Arnold is on a flight to San Lorenzo. Arnold and company arrive to San Lorenzo, and Arnold and Gerald are already on the search to find Eduardo, but his home is wrecked. So they hurry back to the boat where they're going to meet their tour guide with the class. And voila, it's Eduardo! This movie just wants to get the good ending already, doesn't it? So Eduardo and Arnold talk about his parents, and then Eduardo gives Arnold a green eye necklace. Eduardo asks Arnold to keep their conversation about his parents a secret, and Arnold agrees on that. Gerald comes by and he's upset that Arnold is keeping secrets from him already with this Eduardo guy. Then Helga comes and confesses his love for him, similarly like the first movie. But then Arnold sees another ship coming and rushes to alert Eduardo. Helga screams out of frustration, and you could believe how frustrated she was. And fun fact about that, the actress that plays Helga says that it's been a while since she screamed like that in the Hey Arnold TV show. Those pirates start attacking the ship, and Eduardo goes down the stream with the ship to try and escape them, but he ends up crashing the ship nearby an island. Arnold and the gang have to walk it off to a nearby rest location. They arrive, but it's a trap. Eduardo is actually La Sombra. La Sombra exploits the plan and tells Arnold and the classmates that the reason he brought them there was because Arnold was the link to the green-eyed people. Arnold's parents had a treasure called the Heart of Gold that only Arnold can open. With the green eye necklace that he has on, he would be able to open up the lock that contains the Heart of Gold. The Heart of Gold is very important in this movie. The green-eyed people are experiencing the sleeping sickness, which Arnold's parents are under. The Heart of Gold can help cure them of this sickness. Arnold's goal in this movie is to find the green-eyed people and use the Heart of Gold to remedy the sleeping sickness so he can save his parents. It's a very complex plot in certain areas. It really is. So La Sombra imprisons Arnold and his friends, but Arnold, Gerald, and Helga manage to escape. They run to the location using a map to find the green-eyed people. But this time the green-eyed necklace Arnold is wearing starts to glow. So that is going to help them on their travels. But La Sombra is sneaky. He was able to put a tracking device on the green-eyed necklace to track down Arnold. Arnold and the gang go through many obstacles, almost getting severely injured or killed, but they manage to get through it. La Sombra and his gang go through the same path, but his crew ends up dying. Yeah, La Sombra does not give a damn. He's that evil. I have never seen a death in a Hey Arnold episode until this movie. Not even the first movie was that graphic. Anyway, La Sombra catches up with Arnold at the temple. Arnold and the gang see a statue that looks exactly like him. Then the green-eyed people notice Arnold and they realize that he's the chosen one. They take him to the leader of the green-eyed people and they are happy to see him there. Then before you know it, La Sombra is there taking control of things, laughing it off that these kids can't do anything about him stealing the Heart of Gold. He kidnaps Arnold and takes him to a nearby bridge. Helga and Gerald follows them. Helga and Gerald almost fall off the bridge. Arnold tries to save them, but he can't escape La Sombra. So La Sombra makes Arnold open up the lock that holds the Heart of Gold. La Sombra sees the Heart of Gold and gets a small arrow shot into his head. He falls off the cliff. Arnold tries to save his friends, then falls onto the rope as well. Then before you know it, the real Eduardo saves everyone, but La Sombra comes back from the dead looking like a zombie. He tries to fight off Eduardo, but he knocks the Heart of Gold off the bridge. Then La Sombra dies and falls off the cliff a second time. Oh, I forgot to mention, Arnold's grandparents and Helga's parents end up saving the whole classmates back at the prison site. Eduardo and Arnold are happy to see each other, but they are upset because they lost the Heart of Gold. They all head back to the Temple of the Green-Eyed People to tell the leader the unfortunate news. Everyone is devastated, but Helga has an idea to go to the center of the temple where the machine holds the Heart of Gold. She puts her gold heart locket of the picture of Arnold inside of it. Then the machine starts to work. Rain starts to fall down on the civilians of the Green-Eyed People. The rain is mixed with the cure to save the adults from the sleeping sickness. Everyone starts to wake up, including Arnold's parents. Arnold sees his parents finally. This is the part of the movie where it got very emotional for me, because I've been waiting 15 years to see this conclusion. The answer was in Helga's gold heart locket, which has to be an iconic item in the Hey Arnold show, and now she's using this golden heart locket to help save Arnold's parents. Wow, everything came full circle here. Everything is dandy now, but Helga goes back to the machine to retrieve her golden heart locket. Arnold approaches her and shows her his appreciation. She made it possible to cure his parents from the sleeping sickness. She was the one who helped Arnold with the humanitarian video that made it possible for Arnold to go on this trip. After all she has done, Arnold goes up to her for a kiss. I went crazy after seeing this. I was so happy for them to see them kissing after all they have been through, and it wasn't awkward at all. This kiss felt genuine. I would have to say that this kiss was way better than the kiss from the Hey Arnold movie, the first one, because in that movie they portrayed her to be like a stalker, but in the Jungle movie they made her out to seem like a loyal friend, which I really appreciated. Plus I think Helga really deserves a shot at love. Her anger and frustration really comes out through her parents who neglect her in favor of her bigger sister Olga. When you don't understand love at home, you hopelessly try to find love somewhere else. And I'm very happy that Helga found admiration through Arnold. After the trip, everyone goes back home. Arnold sees everything is back to normal, but this time it's no dream. His parents are back and here to stay. He goes outside to see Gerald, and now they're about to start their first day of school as 6th graders. This really confused me. In the show, they were initially 4th graders. I don't really understand this all that well. Did they skip 5th grade? Arnold, Gerald, Helga, and Phoebe meet up. Gerald and Phoebe holds hands, and I think the producers are hinting that they are into each other. Arnold goes up to Helga to hold her hand, but Helga plays it off like her old self. Arnold's parents come into the scene and they want to come along to walk him to school. The movie ends with Arnold being really happy to see his parents waiting for him outside of school. It's just a happy ending. I really love how they went about all of this in the movie. All of our questions have been answered, and they really went out of their way into making this movie. It's a love letter to all fans of the original TV show. I give it 2 thumbs up, 9 out of 10. So that's my review of Hey Arnold, the Jungle movie. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching.